Hey, it's Brian from Spirit Worship, and this is behind the song for the song Omega. Um, I came across a prayer of Saint Augustine's in a devotion time I was having, and the prayer is, "All shall be Amen and Alleluia. We shall rest and we shall see. We shall see and we shall know. We shall know and we shall love. We shall love and we shall praise. Behold our end, which is no end." And I was really, those words really spoke to me. And I think at the time where I was trying to wrap my head around writing Omega, I was wanting to write a song about God as our end and as the goal without feeling cheap or optimistic. I wanted it to be hopeful, and I wanted it to be just full of the human experience, full of Jesus's life and death and his sacrifice and then his taking up of his own life again, and to really bring it down to Jesus and God and the Spirit as our goal and as our end in life, and not just heaven or just blessings or just favored, but he himself being the one that we want. And so for me, it's trying to get to that place and trying to desire that in my own life. And with that comes just the magnitude of who he is, and God as our end, not only as our destination, but also kind of as our undoer. And, I think about so many times in the Bible where when someone encounters God or Christ and kind of realizes who they are, they fall on their face, and it's sort of an undoing experience. It's almost like a decreation experience, because being a person before God is insane. But I think the cool part about those stories is that God not only receives that and lets it happen, but he also raises those people back up. And so God as our end, meaning as our undoer, I think is sort of a theme for me in the song, and is a reminder just of the vast magnitude and mystery and wildness that is God, and how we can be really familiar with that while forgetting just how intense of a thing God is, intense of a person, intense of a being that he is. And so for me, Omega kind of has two meanings, like God is our destination, but then God kind of as our undoer, who ultimately gives us life back, in line with following Jesus into his death. We then walk into his resurrection with him. So that's Omega for me.